looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they gangsta don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back 22! Back 22!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Richmond. Two jet.
They'll run with Foreman. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Foreman. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Richmond.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. A carry for Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Shut down. Richmond. Tiger.
They'll try the air now with Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And his first pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. One.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Atkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Let's go. Easy. One.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On the read option, it's Mariota. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, one of the reasons we're seeing the read option become so popular nowadays is that it's tough to defend. Most defenses don't see it very often, and they don't have much of a game plan for it. But on this play, they were either ready for it or it was just a great athletic play, getting through and spilling them for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Watson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check, go get him, go get him.
Three.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He may try and run for this. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Three.
A first down carry for Henry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Mariota stepping up. He's going to keep it. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mariota on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Henry. And he he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Okay, we got four. We got four. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
A first down throw for Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mariota now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Atkins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. First down, Titans, gain of 12. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Foreman, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Now a first down throw. Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Back now in Nashville. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Watson. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll run it here. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Watson. This will be caught at about the 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Reset.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They begin with Henry.
Missed.
This will not go down. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the read option, it's Mariota. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Mariota on the delay to Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They come out here in the eye. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 45 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Hey, you've got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80!
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Titans are close to finishing off this football game. Out come the Titans now. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Titans, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.